Yeah, bro, turn off your notification. Do not disturb, bro.
Airplane mode.
Do you have your ringer on your phone? That's the real question here.
I do, but I just silenced it.
Is it silenced or is it on vibrate?
Do you
vibrate.
keep your? But do you throughout the day? Do you keep the ringer on your phone? Mm-hmm. Really?
Because otherwise I can't hear it. Because like in the grow rooms, it's loud as fuck, bro.
That's a good excuse. I like that little segue. I gotta work, so
yeah. Try it sometime.
The reason I bring it up, right? The reason I bring it up is because I spent so many years when I first had my cell phone making illegal ringtones, uploading them, buying them, money spent, all that shit. Years getting that process down to a science.
Yep.
I've spent the past 12 years with my phone on fucking silent. And when I hear someone's phone ring, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Why you got music playing off your phone?
Well, you know what though is
let's hear the excuse, Jay.
I used to do like music. I used to put like my own beats on, right? So when I get a text or a call, it'd be like my beat playing, which was dope.
Yeah.
But they have those ringtones so like they're at these frequencies where you actually hear them. So you hear your phone ringing. That's why they're so like obnoxious and like these weird sounds. So you actually hear them, because for a long time when I was doing that, I was missing all kinds of calls because I didn't hear that shit going off in my pocket. You know what I mean?
So that's why the ringtones are fucking horrible that they have their standard. They're made for you to hear them no matter what.
They're made for you to hear through like noise and background.
That's why I silence my phone.
Yeah.
Listen, I look at my phone enough throughout the day, right? I'm going to see if you called me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really miss it, right? I'm just not. There's just no way around it.
He's just not going to call you back.
Probably not. No, but you know what I won't do for sure?
He's going to leave you a voicemail.
Yikes. That's even worse than having your phone off of silent. When someone leaves me a voicemail, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Shoot me a text message, bro. Not a voicemail. Usually voicemail is like 45 and above activities, right? My mom's loves leaving me voicemails. And I'm going to keep them, right? I'm going to keep those voicemails.
Too. Yeah.
But if you're still in your 30s and you're leaving me a voicemail, we're going to have a problem, bro. We might have to throw hands, when I see you.
What about the voice like messages, like the texts?
Those are cool. I'm cool with those. You know?
can do that.
I mean, I'd rather text, right?
Yeah.
I just talk to text, right? Siri sometimes catches it. You can always tell when I talk to text. You can always tell when I talk to text because it's like proper like punctuation, right? Yeah. So if you get a text message from me and it's like, damn, this dude's got like apostrophe.
Johnny's on his shit.
Dan, this fool. All right, bro. English major. You been going to school? Like, so if you get a text like
Johnny
that.
definitely did not send this.
No, this is AI, Johnny.
Yeah, for sure.
This is AI, Johnny. This is like Kanye's apology. Johnny used AI to construct this text message. But it's weird because, like, look, think about all the sounds that we bought from Verizon, the ring. I was looking for ringtones. That's the word that I lost in my brain while I was sitting
ringtones,
there.
ringbacks.
Ringback tones. That's another one, right? Yeah. You could always tell when someone didn't pay the bill because Mozart started playing. It was the free one, right? Matter of fact, I think Manimal had Mozart on his fucking phone for like 5 years, bro. He just didn't pay the ringback tone. I'd call him and be like, man, bro, we need to get that Mozart off of there.
That Mozart was
kind of a bop.
It was dope though, dog.
I mean, Mozart's dope, bro.
Now I'd rather have that shit stock playing.
Yeah. Still though, are ringback tones even a thing still?
I don't know. I never go to voicemail.
Imagine if you... Very true. Imagine
like,
if you called
I'll
someone.
let it ring like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, motherfucker's busy. And I just hang up.
That's it. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, I just, whatever.
Unless I'm like low-key kind of heated, I'll let that shit I'll let that shit ring. I'm going to go to voicemail and I'm going to call you up again. I ain't going to leave a voicemail
you know,
twice.
You know,
text
funny,
on the third try.
My pops does, like, I've tried telling him multiple times, like, he does, like, his phone will ring and it'll be like a scam call or whatever. And it's all...
Loud as fuck.
Loud as I'm like, Dad, we're trying to talk here.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to answer.
Just let it ring.
And I'm like, well, just push the down.
Turn it off.
Right.
I told him that a couple times, bro.
He's from that generation with the house phone. It would just ring, and if you didn't want to pick it, like you knew who was finna call,
you
just would just leave it.
You didn't want
you
them
couldn't
knowing
like push a button to mute it. You had to like just let that bitch ring.
Go to the answering machine. I never had an answering machine. You get it?
Really?
No.
Oh yeah.
You had an answering machine?
Yeah. When I was a kid. Yeah. I never personally had one.
Did it have like them little tapes?
Yeah, it had the tapes.
Yeah,
it was a dual tape.
Yeah.
The 2 tapes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a Panasonic or something.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. You don't want to miss.
People were calling, dog.
You
They
get the
had
messages.
something to say.
So you had the messages in stereo, right?
Yeah.
You could put them together, bro.
You just plug
Make a
in your
mix of the
headphones.
messages.
Do you guys
It's a
remember
bop.
your first house phone? You remember the home phone number?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
It's still
552-6266.
833-3435.
not gonna say because it's still the same number.
Oh, that's kind of fire though.
Yeah.
That shows consistency on your end,
Yeah.
Len Words.
Yeah.
Your family is consistent, bro.
Yeah,
I like that.
They held
I
they
respect
held
that.
the spot down.
So they still have the
Held it
landline.
down.
huh?
Yeah, they still got the landline. My dad doesn't answer it.
But it's still there.
Yeah, he's always like, "Why don't you just call me on my cell phone?" I'm like, "Because you still have a landline and you're always home.
you're
so
always
what are you
home.
Why do
talking
you-
about?" Like,
Why? How much you think they're paying a month for the landline?
I have no idea. It's probably about $400 or $500.
You think?
A month?
No way.
I was gonna say, what man? They're
I'm
getting
just
robbed.
kidding. I'm
It's
just
gotta be
kidding.
like $7.
No, it's free with the
gotta be
internet, dude.
See,
Oh,
okay,
true, with the
Yeah.
internet,
every
yeah.
time I have something to say with my internet provider, they're like, "Oh, you want a landline?" I'm like, "For what? Why you keep trying to force this landline on me, bro? No."
You remember how they did like the internet when it stopped using the telephone and it used like
Yeah.
the cable line?
Yeah.
Remember like
Right.
that? Like, so what's the next invention for them?
Completely
like that?
wireless, radio transmitted
Radio
shit
in our fucking brains.
fucking brains.
Yeah.
Elon Musk pops up, boom.
We communicate through looks.
We already do that.
I'm going back to smoke signals.
we're just gonna go grunty. Well, we're going backwards then.
Yeah.
We're gonna be cavemen
Damn.
again. No words. Just,
No, yeah. But we won't fight as much.
maybe.
We'll
maybe
get
not.
along. Huh?
You didn't hear me when I went, huh? That
Scooby-Doo.
meant don't fuck with my
So
shit.
Scooby Doo been ahead of the game then, bro.
Been, bro.
Been ahead of the game. If I call somebody and they have a ringback tone, man, that is crazy, bro.
Man, I don't
In
know
2024, imagine you call somebody and it's like, "Go and get that money, little duffel bag, boy."
No, that's even too new, bro. It would have to be even.
No,
older
that
than
was my ringback. That's why I said it.
No
That
way.
was-
Fuck
no
yeah, that was my
way.
That must have been the
tone.
last of
I
your
was gonna say-
ringbacks.
It was
Yeah.
like 2008, bro.
I was gonna say it had to be like Yin Yang Twins or
No.
like Gucci Man or some shit like on.
It was
That'd have been a good one. Wait till you see my dick. Bitch. Wait till you see my grandma's calling.
it was like
Damn.
That's why I didn't use it, bro. That's inappropriate, Jason.
My bad.
yeah.
I mean, what?
I remember I thought we were all on the cutting edge by learning how to do the ringback. It was like, man, we gonna make some money doing this
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Man. And that shit came and went so fast.
So fast.
So
It was
fast.
like,
There was no
Not
money
really.
in
Yeah,
it
there's-
for certain people, so
Right.
they didn't want it to.
There's one text message sound that I would put back on my phone that was the dopest I had ever made.
What's
Bro,
that?
you guys have all seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
yeah.
Okay, you remember whenever he's drunk as fuck and he walks up to home and he goes, "Hey, hey, hey, motherfucker." That was my text tone forever, dog. And it was so fire,
That
bro.
is tight,
I'd be at the doctor's office the loudest, but hey, 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 motherfucker. So I low-key feel like I would put that back on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
I'm
good
not going to hear it because it stays on silent.
Right.
My phone has been on silent for the past 12 years.
Damn,
Easy.
Really?
Really? You never turned the ringer
You
on?
had that
You don't
iPhone
bother?
13 for the past 12 years?
Bro, I was ahead of the game, dog.
Damn.
I had the 13 when the 4 was out. They wanted to test how long the ringer could stay off. So they gave me this ahead of the game. dog.
They're like, here's a super secret prototype.
I still have my iPhone 4. Like, it feels like a toy. I hold it, bro. It's like this big, dog. I hold it to my ear. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm on a toy. What's up?
It's like that phone on Zoolander where he pulls it out. It's like that
yeah.
big.
I've never seen that movie.
You never seen that movie?
You never seen Zoolander?
No.
Oh, shit.
I'm not a huge Ben Stiller fan.
No.
Really?
Not really.
I mean, Zoolander's not the movie.
Top-notch
to be-
Ben Stiller, yeah.
What
nah.
the okay? What the fuck is top-notch Ben Stiller?
Meet
About
the
Mary?
parents.
Okay.
Something
the
about
Parents.
Mary.
He had help
Yes.
there though. He had Robbie. Senor De Niro was on the fucking the batting cage there too.
Yeah, you're right. But
Well, I don't know. He didn't need.
De Niro was a straight man.
How many of those fuckers did they make?
They made like 3 or 4 of them.
yeah.
Hold up.
Only the first one is
Is good.
the best.
Okay, you're right because I remember the last one I seen. Robert De Niro had like a titty on and he was like feeding the kid.
Bro, I did not support it.
Right? Though I'm not
I was
tripping.
like,
right? He had
it
like
was something. It was
like a
something
man
goofy
boob.
like that. Yeah.
He was feeding
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah.
Wildin'.
It was
Huh?
dodgeball. Yeah.
Oh, dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Okay,
Solid,
yeah.
super
Again
solid.
though, Vince Vaughn's in dodgeball.
Vince Vaughn ain't okay.
Vince Vaughn's
yeah.
better than Ben Stiller. He's funnier.
I don't know. I don't
What?
know.
Yes.
I don't know about
What?
You think Ben Stiller funnier than Vince Vaughn?
Yes.
Does he have more classics though?
Vince Vaughn versus Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
What does Vince Vaughn have?
I go Stiller on that. What
Vince
you talking
Vaughn's
about?
got Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
Vince Vaughn's got.
That's Will Ferrell though.
That's Will. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Will Ferrell more. Than
Wedding
if you're
Crashers?
gonna
No.
say-
Well, Vince Vaughn is funny.
Wedding Crashers
but,
is with homeboy with the
Owen
fucked up
Wilson.
nose.
Yeah, but no, Will Ferrell's in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, he is.
though.
Yeah, because he's
but
the
at
one
the
that
very
shows up at
fucking
the
end.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Meatloaf. I don't know what she's doing back there. He does kind of
He's
steal
at
the
the funeral,
show
he's all-
though. Yeah, but see, Vince
All right,
Vaughn's
what else
got
is Vince Vaughn?
Old School. That's Will Ferrell.
Old school, yeah. That's
Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell too. Yeah. Will
Maybe
Ferrell
they're
stole
about
that
equal
shit.
then.
Okay. Well, all right.
Because you got something about Mary.
Yeah. Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah, he had another one that was called
That Along Came Polly's Eye with Jennifer Aniston.
Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Tropic. Yeah, that's the
Damn.
one I was trying to remember
Tropic
the name
Thunder,
of it.
bro. When he was
That was probably
he was
my-
playing the dude like when when
The dude
went to
playing the dude.
No, not him. That was Robert. No,
Yeah, I know.
Robert. That shit's hilarious.
Oh, he's still getting all
No.
kinds of shit for that too.
Why?
You know, people want
people
yeah.
are dumb. No, it was when Ben Stiller was doing the stage play on the camp.
Oh yeah.
We had the teeth and shit.
Yeah,
dog.
dog.
Oh my god.
from his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well, I can't remember the name of that damn.
That's
character.
probably
Oh
that's
my
probably.
God,
Didn't they say that they're supposed to be working on part 2
So
of
you
that?
never go full retard.
You never go full.
Yeah. They're I think they're supposed to be working on a part 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't remember how
for Tropic Thunder.
I don't know how they could get a part 2 out of that.
It's once again, you don't need it.
No.
You don't need it.
Not well.
Like, just give us something else new. But that shit's so fire, and it's not. Like, every time they try to come back to something, even if they, by all rights have the, like, hey, man, we could make another one. It's like, it's cool, but, like, just give us something new, dog. Like,
Especially since
we're
so
good
much
with the
time
one-offs.
has went through.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like if you're gonna plan, if it's gonna be a sequel or it's gonna be like that, you should try and do it quick.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
put
right.
that much time
Plan
between
it
it.
initially to be a trilogy or whatever.
Yes.
Don't just be like, oh, surprise hit.
Or at least be like,
let's
fuck
try to
it.
make up some new shit.
It's really
to it.
good.
Yeah.
Let's do a fucking sequel.
Yeah, that they're
Not-
bringing sequels back to like all these sitcoms.
how
and
many
shit.
years have been since Tropic Thunder? Years. That came out like what, 2005, 2006?
Ooh,
That's an
I don't
old ass
remember.
movie.
It wasn't that late. Nah, it was
2006 or 2008.
Nah, it wasn't that early.
Let's see. Hey Siri,
Nah, no way.
when did Tropic Thunder come out?
It was teens.
2008. August
Bullshit,
13th.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
2000. I'm surprised she knew what the fuck was going on. My Siri be tripping out here, bro.
I didn't even hear
Well, still,
her.
16 years for a
That's too
follow,
long.
for a follow-up. It's like,
Like, you can't really
you don't
compare
need
them.
it. You don't need it.
You can't really compare them, but I'm going to because I got a fucking mic in front of my fucking face, so I do whatever the fuck I want to right now. The new Hocus Pocus Part 2. Listen, that first Hocus Pocus, my generation and previous ones after that, that's a classic. That's a classic Disney movie. It's a classic Halloween movie. It was a little after your time, Lynn Words. That shows
not
the
for
little
me.
gap,
Yeah.
right? That
Not
shows
for
the
me.
gap in
That's the one
in
with
our
the witches,
generations.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Bette Midler and homegirl Sarah Jessica from Sex and the City. So like I hit that like level of where that is a classic for my generation, right?
Okay.
Every Halloween, that's a go-to for sure.
Gotcha.
Part 2, I don't know, fucking 20 years later,
Right.
is an absolute piece of shit.
Is it really?
Oh my God. It's so bad that
Yeah.
it makes me want to fucking jump off my roof. It's fucking horrible.
Is it the same cast?
Same cast, just awful. They waited too long. And let's face it, like the first one isn't like
It's not high cinema.
fuck no.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's great because of what it is. When
Right.
it came out, the
Exactly.
time that it captured, and I watch it every fucking Halloween. It's a classic to me in my eyes for those reasons,
Right,
right?
right.
But it's not, the greatest thing cinema ever had to offer.
Right, for sure.
So I got a question, bro. Your little dude is a horror film fanatic.
Oh, he loves
already.
it, yeah.
And how old is he?
Aaron's 4.
4, bro.
Yeah.
So he likes all these crazy
He
ass
does.
scary movies. What does he do when you put on this one?
It's weird
The
because
Hocus
stuff like
Pocus.
that, well, not Hocus Pocus, but like cartoons that are like kind of scary. Like, for example, like Paranorman scares the fuck out of him.
Really?
Monster House, scary, bro.
that Coraline probably hit him.
Coraline, yeah, those scare him. Like Jason and shit like that, bro. That ain't scary at all to him, bro. Like it's crazy too because like he sees it like different. It's wild because like he doesn't see it like it's fantasy, right? He knows that it's a movie.
It's a movie, right? Yeah.
He knows that it's a movie. It's wild, bro.
Like the real actor.
Yeah,
like
he
the
knows
real
that
one?
So he knows they're wearing masks.
But the cartoons.
The cartoons, for some reason, it actually does scare me.
That's almost like what he like, what you kind of like see in your head. Like, what's the word I'm looking for?
He better not see in life as a cartoon. No, take him to the doctor.
No, but like you're, it's what you see. What the fuck is the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, man.
Imagination.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the cartoons might be a little closer
to what he can imagine.
What we imagine, yeah. And then like when he sees like a real movie, he's like, oh well, that's a person. That's a person.
Right. You might be onto something there, Jay.
Yeah.
Because
words are hard, guys.
I mean, we've established this. But see, the thing is, though, it doesn't really like freak him out. Now he is getting to the age, bro, where I'm like my other boys, they didn't really care. They didn't really want to watch it. Like they're like it didn't matter. And like he wants to, and I'm like, nah, bro, we need to chill out a little bit, my dude. Like you're getting to the age now where like, like you need to chill out. We ain't gonna watch all this fucking crazy ass shit. Like 80s horror, like it looks fake, cool, like, you know, but we ain't. That's not all you're gonna watch, bro. So I've definitely eased back.
That's a good plan, because by the time he gets to like elementary school and all that stuff, people like the other kids are going to be like, hey, what do you like? I like Dora the Explorer. I like this. And he's just like, you ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Bro, you ever seen The Exorcist? But see, we never went
They're gonna
that
be calling Johnny
bro.
into the
It's dope.
principal
Like,
office.
yeah.
your son's drawing chopped off limbs, and Dom's like, "No, Dad, we're like, no, but okay." So the furthest he's went really down that path is Jason, right, and the first few ones, right, and the first Michael Myers, right. That's where he's at. It's not super fucking gory. Jason is more gory than Michael Myers. I'll say that out the gate. But like, I know how intelligent he is now too, and I'm seeing how he's like analyzing stuff. Right. So I know I'm like, okay, yeah, you're definitely not walking further down this path.
Right.
We're easing back a little bit. Chill out. You're not gonna watch Jason every day, which he didn't anyways. But he'd ask, he's like, "Can we watch Jason?" I'm like, "Bro, those movies fucking suck, really." To be honest with you, they're not great. I liked them when I was younger, but there's not very many great Jason movies.
Right.
They're just not.
Yeah.
Maybe
they're slasher movies.
Yeah, and those Jason, bro, that shit went when he was in outer space, my guy. No. Even before that, you remember whenever he died, and they were passing his soul through the heart. Homie ate the heart.
Yes.
And they were passing Jason back and forth through people in their bodies. Yeah. Jason Goes to Hell. That's what that one's called.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty much when I checked out, dog. And I was probably about 8 or 9 around that time. Because I've always been a huge horror movie fanatic too. Yeah. That's like what I grew up on. Super, super young. So like, I'm like, yeah, but Aaron, he analyzes things different than I did at his age. So I've definitely pulled the reins back a little bit.
Nice. Yeah. Good move.
And I think so too. And like the graphics and movies now are a little more in depth than they were for you back in the day.
They're way more violent. Way more violent.
So he's gonna see a lot of extra shit that you didn't even see.
100%. I mean, I'm already like so desensitized by it that I see it and I'm like, whatever. But when you think about it, compared to the violence we got to see like on the actual big screen to now, it's not, you can't even compare it.
Yeah, you think there's more now?
Way fucking more. Way more. It's just way more gruesome, way more violent, and way more brutal, for sure.
Well, I mean, look at what we have access to, bro. Like, anything. Like, this dude I work with was like, dude, look at this. Show me this phone real quick. So look at this. This lady just got caught stealing in, it's like China or Japan or something. And this fucking dude just shoots her through both of her hands.
Damn.
That like that, bro. That's their punishment.
China?
Yeah, for stealing.
Nice.
I don't know if it was in China. It was in like another third world country.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
Bro, yeah. I was like, God damn. He's like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even think about it. You might not want to see that.
Yeah, bro, but like
shot it through the hands.
Through the hands, bro. On Twitter, you can see all kinds of crazy shit.
Well, yeah, I've seen some crazy shit on Twitter. I was just like, I'm not going there.
Yeah, shit, bro, you don't even got to leave Twitter for anything. You could watch violence, porn, get in an argument. Twitter's like the one-stop shop, dog.
Yeah.
You could stay there as long. Well, X. It's not Twitter anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It is X.
Get the brand right.
You know why I feel it's definitely more now as far as like the gruesomeness, brutality in the movies that we see. Mm-hmm. I remember when Saving Private Ryan came out, and I remember how shocked I was when that bomb exploded. He's dragging dude, right? Remember in the very beginning? He's dragging homie, and the bomb goes off, and like, he gets it, and then he grabs him, and he goes to drag him, and he's way lighter. He looks back, and his fucking legs are missing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember? I remember watching that and being, holy fuck. Because that was shocking. That you didn't really see brutality like that.
There was another scene,
on the
another
big
scene
screen.
in that movie too, where the whole dude's half of his fucking face, is missing, bro. And that one, you weren't expecting it because he like one of the other dudes rolls him over, so he rolls over, and he's like, he only has this much of his face left. It's fucking crazy, bro.
And the graphics and everything's gotten so much more advanced. That shit looks fucking real. You can't. But we're so desensitized now from the shit that we've seen on the internet. I've since that Saving Private Ryan moment, I don't think there's been a moment when I've watched something on a movie when I was like, holy shit, did you see that dude's head get chopped off? Or like, it doesn't really like do that for me anymore because I've seen some real shit on the internet that's like, what
crazy.
the fuck? But we were going to rotten.com. What did you say, Dom?
I just wanted about the whole like little kids nowadays. So what you were saying, like you picked up on, he's not picking up on. You got to think like, is there an effect? Is there something like in place right there where you were watching those same scary movies at your age, but you were going outside right after to go play and have like different interactions.
True.
Hopping off to hop online. There's that line of reality is kind of like a little bit more cloudy because you were living like a realer life. You watched the movie,
And then you'd go outside. Yeah. I could kind of see that maybe. I could see how the reality is getting blurred because when people are watching like that, especially that younger age group, they're watching this on TV and then they go from their TV to their tablet and they go from their tablet to fucking
to mom and dad's phone.
Yeah, or then they go from their tablet to they never get that break from the screen, which I'm gonna be honest here. I don't let my kids do that. That's not how we conduct ourselves. And Dom knows, he could attest to that. He was the guinea pig for that science experiment, right? But he does have a point. Maybe that's why it is harder for kids to break the reality from the fucking screen because they're never getting that break into reality to be around people and go and wrestle with your cousins and like I don't know.
Just go explore in the neighborhood.
I don't know.
Ride your bike.
I don't know what movie it is with the older dudes. Like, why don't you go outside and play with a stick? Like, what the fuck you mean play with a stick? What am I gonna do with a stick? You want me to go dig a hole? Like,
I think that's the one with Adam Sandler.
Which one?
Grown Ups.
oh yeah, man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Those
bro.
movies are funny, bro.
Yeah, Chris. The first one is. I don't know about the second one. Then we go into sequels again. Okay, I'm glad you brought us back to that conversation.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus sequel fucking sucked. Fucking sucked, dog. But okay, it's not always the case, right? And I know art's subjective, and everybody likes what they fucking like. I'm sure someone's gonna be like, Hocus Pocus 2 was amazing. It changed my life.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, probably not. But I'm saying there's probably someone out there, dog. There's probably someone.
yeah.
So the Christmas Story, it's not a direct. It's. I mean, I know there was a sequel to it, but you know that original movie, The Christmas Story, with the kid that shoots his eye out.
Shoot your eye out.
Yeah. So all these years later, they made another one with the actual old cast, right?
Oh, really?
And it came out a little bit after Hocus Pocus. So I watched Hocus Pocus first. I'm like, this movie's gonna suck. This is gonna be horrible. Why are they doing this? Why are they bringing these fucking movies back?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest though, that Christmas Story one was pretty fucking good.
Really?
It really was pretty fucking good,
right.
bro. Way better than the horrendous piece of shit that Hocus Pocus 2 was. But not everything needs a sequel, dog. Not everything
that's my
needs to
point.
be
That's
done
my
again.
point.
Okay. So this is kind of the same, but it's different. So then, not everything needs a sequel, right?
Right.
Like, so we had Breaking Bad. Right? I'm gonna go into that. How do you guys think they did doing the obviously Better Call Saul, but also doing the El Camino movie?
I liked the movie.
Do you think that all three of those did it justice?
I think so.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. The Better Call Saul ended up being like a prequel, but it was a series. The TV show Breaking Bad was its own series, and then you got a movie to kind of cap off and close off the one character that they didn't really close off in the TV show.
Yep.
So really you still closed the story, and it was one continuous like world that they built, but it didn't feel like hacky. They covered different things. It didn't feel like it was just like let's put it together to go back to the cash. You know,
because it stayed with the same director, the same. It was the same crews.
Same writers.
It all worked because it was all together. Whenever that type of shit happens and you like lose a director, you get a new writer. Like Lost is a good example of that, right? That was.
I don't know how they did Lost.
What the fuck? So I feel like they started it. They had no idea where they were going with this fucking show, dog. Right? They really didn't. They're like, they're never going to pick this show up.
It felt like it was sold on the premise.
Then they started writing as they were going. That fucking show went everywhere, bro. They fucking time traveled.
Well, wait. I think I heard something. This may not be that show, but I think they had different writers for each episode.
On Lost, but felt like
they usually do, but the showrunner is the one who's like mapping the whole like season arc out, or usually.
Okay.
And then the executive producer or also the showrunner will get together, like Game of Thrones, where they it was Benioff and I forgot the other guy's name, but they would get together and go through Martin's writing and be like, all right, we're gonna use this, we're gonna use this. This is the story. So you have like
we're gonna change this.
Yeah, but you have the full like arc of what you're doing. At least for the season, ahead of time, and if you're thoughtful, you can prepare for like the first couple seasons because you don't know if you're gonna still be funded or picked up or whatever. But Lost, for some reason, it was a huge network like phenomenon. People were watching the show a ton, but it's like it just felt soap opera-ish.
It was fucking crazy.
It got crazy because it's like this is not a soap opera. But it almost started feeling like a soap opera, and then when you get to the end, you're just like, "That's it? That's all? That's it?"
It was. I couldn't believe it.
I was disappointed in Lost.
It was because it just went off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking because by that time I had kind of got to see what the behind the scenes for like movies and TV shows actually consisted of, right? So I was watching it from a different perspective. I started thinking to myself, they had no fucking clue where they were taking the story. They started it and they're like, fuck it, let's just write it on the fly and figure it out. They should travel back in time.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, on the way over here.
They traveled back in time, sideways in time.
Right.
It was fucking weird,
It was too many time shifts.
Yeah, it was
too many time shifts.
Weird.
Too many like threats that weren't really threats, then other things that were threats, but it's like, why is that threatening? Like it's.
And
not
then again, I can't remember why the fuck was there a
yeah.
polar bear on the island, bro? That shit went everywhere, my dude. Everywhere. You're not really missing anything, my guy. No.
But you know,
I usually stick to the old bootleg, the old fucking TV shows.
We know you only got four. We know you only got 4 channels.
Four channels.
Jay's up there with his antenna still. It's not even digital. It's still analog, and they don't even have analog anymore.
You know what's funny? He pulled up, bro. We were gonna get a little session in, and he pulled up, and I was like eating real quick, and I had something on the basic cable.
How many times are you gonna watch In Too Deep? That's what I want to know.
And so he walks in, bro, and like the literally, bro, the screen starts like losing signal. I'm all, Leonard, stop walking, bro. Hold up. Stop walking, dog.
Stay right there. Hold on. Let me fix the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
My mom still has the same shit too.
Yeah. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, dog. I do just to like pass time while I'm eating, and then I like jump onto the computer or something.
Either that or you're just a cheap ass. It's cool either way, dog.
I mean, I got the internet, bro. So
that's all you need.
That's all I need. Yeah.
But do you have what streaming services? We're diving in. Well, first though, let's intro the fucking pod. We're fucking been talking for like fucking 30 minutes up in this shit already. No intro.
Yeah, dude.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James. I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Jay, Jason, Travis is in the building. What's popping, Jay?
Everything, dog.
Everything's popping. Lamb Words, what's popping, Lamb Words?
Popping like soda cans.
Popping like soda cans. These are getting better and better, fellas.
Dog, damn.
Dom and Manable Electra on the other side. We in focus, fellas.
He died.
How we sounding? Like they don't know where the intro's coming from. Like, I don't know, dog. I don't even know. I don't think we're recording this. Episode 49 makes some motherfucking noise.
Yeah.
Let's go. It was almost perfect until Dom dropped the ball back there. Dom, you asleep? Dom's comatose. So what streaming services does Jay actually have?
Right now, I actually just canceled Paramount, bro. That shit was not working good on the PlayStation, so I was like, all right. I don't have anything right now, dog.
No streaming services.
Nothing
Really?
at the moment, bro. Yeah.
Get
up on
your Tubi, bro.
Tuby free.
It's free.
Oh, I might have to
Tuby's
check
free.
that out.
There is some entertaining
actually
stuff on
some-
there.
bro,
There's some actual
surprising
real
stuff.
movies on
Yeah.
there too,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's not just
Don't get it
I
twisted.
seen
It's
this
not just all this.
No.
I seen
like,
this funny video, bro. On it was a Tuby video movie.
where she shoots that little girl.
Oh, Vegas,
No, you didn't see that
God
one?
damn,
Bro, it's
no.
hilarious.
What is
Bro,
this?
I'm not to interrupt you.
Oh, Vegas, what the fuck?
No, listen, homegirl, I didn't see the whole movie, but it's a clip of it. And homegirl like gets out of jail and like this dude's got like a whole nother life with another wife and everything. And I
Oh,
guess
I
they
did
kind of
see
like
that
beefing. And like she watches all, without everybody, you could have been with this bitch. And she shoots her and it looks like shit.
It's all-
And she shoots him and the little girl's like, but I'm only a little girl. And then she shoots her. It looks horrible, dog. Not everything
Yeah.
on Tubi is like that.
Yeah.
Nah, the video I'm talking about, it's like this guy and this girl. He's like arguing with his wife, and she's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm going to work," and she's like, "What? You don't have a job?" He goes, "My job. You don't know this, but my dick has been paying bills the last 6 months."
I've seen that clip. I've seen that clip. Yeah.
That shit is too funny,
He
bro.
was paying the bills. Fucking yeah.
With his dick.
With his dick. My
Yes.
dick is paying these bills. That's funny as hell, bro.
So no streaming services.
No
for
streaming
Jay.
services. I'll probably just get back on Netflix, but
Yeah.
I ain't in no rush. I got some projects I'm trying to finish, so
Get you that Tubi, man.
Tubi.
It's-
I guess I
it's
got some
fine.
projects that I ain't gonna get finished. 'cause-
HBO Max. HBO Max. I could probably cut all of them out and keep HBO Max.
Really?
Yeah, HBO's always been my favorite go-to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have HBO years ago, bro, but they didn't play like they played good. That was when Sopranos was first coming out,
Still
bro.
one of the greatest
And that's the
fucking
only
television shows ever.
yeah, bro. My pops just actually finished watching that. I'm
Really?
like,
I haven't watched it yet.
He was like telling me about how
What?
What?
Hold up.
Sopranos? No.
You haven't watched any of The Sopranos?
No. I couldn't get into it.
That's
I'm
wild,
gonna
man,
try.
words.
I'm gonna try. It's
I have
that
the
one in
entire
Boardwalk.
box set.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I
know,
got
it's-
access to it.
I have
just-
it too, bro. But all the it's Chad's actually, but all this everything is in Chinese or French.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the
Oh
subtitles are in
shit!
French.
So you're
dog.
watching an Italian show in French?
Like, no, but it's English. But all
Oh,
the
the subtitles.
all the
Subtitles?
not the subtitles, but all the menu screens.
Oh,
and shit
really?
are
What in the
French.
fucking flea market box set did Chad buy, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Where's he at, bro? But he went
Out
to
the
Europe
trunk.
just to buy it. Okay, I
Out
see.
the
That's
trunk.
what,
Oh, okay.
Chad hits me. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I'm about to go to Europe for 2 weeks." Comes back with the bootleg Sopranos.
I got you. Son.
But I think I could probably cut them all out and keep HBO Max, especially now since they got a bunch. It's not just the HBO movies. It's not just the HBO shows. There's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of shit on HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You like that House of Dragon?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not it's not as good as Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Don't get me twisted here,
Yeah.
right? But I thought it was better than the last season of Game of Thrones.
I did too. And then I think it's coming back this coming up in the summer.
Looks
so
pretty good.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think
Yeah.
that's gonna. Nah, you know what's gonna be really, really dope, bro.
What's this?
Is the Jon Snow series?
Jon Snow.
Yeah. You hadn't seen it? Yeah, he wrote it, bro. They already started filming it. He went and pitched the
Really?
whole idea. So it's after what happens after the last season.
Oh really?
It follows his story once
nice.
he goes back across. If you haven't watched it, bro, whatever. Fuck it.
It's too late.
Spoiler alert,
It's your fault.
motherfucker.
You missed
It's
the
been
wave.
out for
Yeah,
years.
you
You're
missed
pretty
the
much
wave.
talking to me.
You know, when he goes back across the wall.
Yeah.
It follows him after that.
Nice. I like that. I
think so,
I think that world is
They
good.
gotta make up for that last season somehow.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
Okay, look,
I agree with you.
the fight scenes were shot way too dark, so it was
Just
hard to
decrease
see
the contrast
what was
in your
going
TV,
on.
my guy.
I'm not doing that.
Use your menu, bro. Come on, man. Decrease the
Stop
brightness.
being
or some
lazy.
shit. Come on, bro.
We made this whole TV show for you.
Turn
Just
off the
fix
lights,
it.
bro. Get an OLED. Come on, spend some money, bro. I agree.
Okay.
Especially that was supposed to be the biggest fight scene. It led up to that.
Yeah,
Them fighting the walkers or the white.
in the storm.
Yeah, that was the whole lead up. The
Yeah.
entire fucking series went too fast.
Yeah.
Way too dark.
Hmm.
Couldn't see a lot of it, and was a little anticlimactic.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't the ultimate end of the series anyway. Because they still had the other arc with the.
Yes.
I'm not
in
gonna-
a shortened season.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'll do it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was a shortened season, and they
Yeah.
had two huge arcs being closed off in
Right.
this short seison.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Bastards was better than the final fucking
Battle of
fight
Bastards
scene.
was dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
And then the Red Wedding.
Yes.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So that
Great.
Game of Thrones was like peak,
That was a lot of
bro.
fun.
That was fucking crazy. So the fact that they dropped the ball so hard on that final season, in a lot of people's eyes, they dropped the ball to me in it being too short. It felt very rushed. And I didn't like how they ended it. I really didn't, bro. Like, I didn't like Homie becoming the king.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of strange.
I thought it was appropriate, and I really liked the way Homegirl went out trying to be queen.
Oh, yeah.
She just thought she was destined to rule it.
To rule.
And she had no idea how fucking evil she had become.
Yep.
Like, I love that part of it.
When she just burns the whole fucking shit out, she was crazy,
she
dog.
was destroying that shit.
All of it.
And
I
it
knew
was
that
like,
was going to
damn,
happen.
She was so cute and sexy in the early, like when she was just with the Arab traveling group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When do you think she shifted into a savage psychopath?
Bro, it was like the first time, like once she bore the dragons and she realized like who she was, you could just see the like glint in her eyes. It was just like, yeah, it's tough being on top, but I'm gonna stay on top.
I feel like
she
she
did not
didn't.
give a
I
fuck.
feel like she didn't go full savage until she met Jon. When
Yeah,
she met Jon
that's
Snow,
true.
then she's like, "Oh man, shit! I might not have full claim to this shit."
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Then she's
Yeah.
like, and then I kind of feel like you could see her not getting the respect that she was used to.
Yeah.
Right? She
Yeah.
was used to everybody overseas
Because
looking at her
everything
like she
went
was
right
the
back
greatest.
to,
No matter what happened,
as a
everybody.
man. Yeah.
Exactly.
We should have a man king.
Especially even
Yeah.
after the fight. They
Yeah.
instead of them telling her, well, you know what I'm saying, and bowing down to her, everybody went to fucking
And he
Jon.
he done died for this heifer and everything, man. Like came back from the dead from dead. Yeah, like
If you
for
haven't
her-
seen it, bro, fuck it. He came back from the dead. Spoiler alerts, fuck that. It's too old. We're talking about
I'm
it.
not gonna watch it now.
Which is kind of weird. I said this last week, audience. We have a list of bullet points that we're supposed to
Yeah,
talk
we
about.
still haven't touched
We ain't
it
even
yet.
touched on none of those motherfuckers. We over here talking about Game of Thrones. It's a Sunday. Fuck it. I guess we could hit one of those bullet points.
What's
Which
this?
one?
Fucking aliens. Not in the attic in Miami.
Damn.
You guys see the footage?
I did not see the footage.
You see the footage?
I
Jason?
tried to. There ain't shit to see.
That's
It's
because
not-
it was
it's
shot
not in HD.
It was shot on a
Bro.
Motorola Razor from 2001.
I'm like, and it's from like the helicopter, bro. Like,
No, it looks like it's. Oh yeah, that footage of the actual
one.
aliens from the
I'm
helicopter.
like, what the fuck am I even watching?
Yes.
Like these news stations are like funded billions of dollars and millions of dollars, bro, and they're shooting this shit off of fucking
They just.
off of Android.
More distractions.
I just seen a high res image of Mars on my phone that I could zoom in on and see the fucking the grain in the rocks.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me these 10-foot shadow aliens stepped through our dimension and we can't see them?
I mean, there's all these cops, there's all these people running around the fuck. There's
Yes.
the mall cameras, bro. Like, we can't
Yeah,
get a
you
good.
know they got
we can't get a good
CCTV
picture on
somewhere,
this
yeah.
shit.
Okay, so what I've gathered from my, jumping around through conspiracy theory webs here, right,
All right.
is there was a group of teenage kids
Okay.
that pull up with this device. They open it up, bam, they open up a portal, okay, in Miami. And as they open up this portal, everybody's like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on? And all of a sudden, these creatures walk through and step through this portal that these kids opened up.
Okay.
Side note, some time traveler was on social media a year ago saying that there was going to be teenage kids opening up in a portal. Side note, side story, right?
Okay.
So as these creatures step out, everybody's like, oh, fuck, and everybody starts running. Eyewitnesses say that like the creatures would like appear and then disappear. And then like they appear over here and then they're over here. And then they're over here and then they're over there.
Yeah.
Kind of like them little ghost creatures on that movie Ghost that drag them to hell. I picture it like that, but 10-foot alien versions.
Okay.
And everybody said that they didn't seem like they were threatening, and that the cops were unloading on them. This
The
whole,
cops were shooting
yes,
at this?
according to eyewitness people on TikTok. The TikTok eyewitnesses,
The
Glenn
TikTok
Words.
news, huh?
Bro, you could get a lot of good news from there, but this one, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence here. Okay, like I said, everybody's got phones.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of that. People are saying, well, they used EMP to eliminate everybody's phones, so you can't see it. All the footage is gone. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Who used EMP? The
fuck-
aliens?
The Men in Black. But Will Smith.
The government.
The government.
Secret government.
Yeah. Listen, okay. There are facts here. There was a fuckload of police there.
Okay.
Some sort of military presence. Helicopters. Those are true. Now, dimensional 10-foot shadow aliens. I don't know, dog.
All I'm gonna say is,
Go ahead.
if Nora O'Donnell does not present this on the news tomorrow, it didn't happen. Nora O'Donnell. I'm just kidding, bro.
My question is how much of this stuff in this world of like advanced AI and like graphics and stuff that can be like conjured up through computers, could everything that you've seen so far have been created by a team of programmers, videographers, people with camera technology and
Kind of like
just make this shit up?
Like
Mysterio in the second Spider-Man. You seen the second Spider-Man?
No.
You think like a 3D like animation,
No, like, I mean,
projection type thing?
Yeah.
Well, like that, like you could have actual actors on a green screen, or have them, like running up in their military garb and all that stuff, and like make it look like they're, going all full siege on the mall. But
Very possible.
It was like months or years ago, or it's like B-roll footage from some other movie or some bullshit.
Very.
Like people, you remember when Ukraine started, people were like, yo, this footage is from a video game that they're showing us as war footage right now. Like people were like online, like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
It's fucking weird.
So
dog.
that's why I'm saying it's like every time I hear some of this like craziness, I'm like, okay, it would be great if the aliens were coming to save us, but they're not. So if they're coming at all, why are they at the fucking mall?
Yeah.
Why?
Some people
Why?
said...
The J's just dropped.
No, dog. Some people said that they reversed the coordinates, right, of where they were actually at, and it was some base in Antarctica, and that they just got the coordinates wrong. Man, why are these aliens so fucking stupid?
how do they-
Every alien's fucking dumb.
But
They
how
crash
do they know the aliens got the coordinates wrong? Who the fuck?
Yeah.
because they just flipped
Who
it.
gave them
And
who gave them the intel?
And how did
Like,
they
who
get
the
to Antarctica past the ice wall?
Exactly. But you got it. There you go, bro.
Bro.
It's not a part of the firmament or the firmament or whatever the fuck they call it. But every time I'm going to just say this right now. I do believe that there is other shit out there besides us.
For sure.
yeah.
1,000%. Whether it's dimensions, whether it's Martians, whatever it is, right? I believe that there is something else. We are not, I feel like it is very arrogant to feel like we're the center of the universe and this is all just for us. That'd be fucking awesome. Like, right? We're God's favorite, right?
I think people would take life much more seriously if they thought that way, though.
Yeah, and see, the thing is with me is I believe that there is other stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here saying that I'm anti-fucking alien, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not. I just want to see some real shit, bro. Why is Bigfoot always grainy? And why are the aliens never on real fucking good footage?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not like it. There's no excuse as to why this stuff cannot be like captured if it's real and it's capable of being captured. Like
the little tiny aliens from Mexico looked better than the footage of these fucking shadow monsters.
yeah. And how come nobody ran
crazy.
up on them? Like, why is everything gonna be from a distance? Like, I haven't seen the footage, so I can't say too
There
much
ain't no
about
footage
it.
to see, dog.
No.
Okay, was it? That's what I'm saying. It's like
everything's so blurry. And
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm
And-
like, dude, look, we got.
Everybody's got dog 4K 60 frames per second. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm sorry,
I see.
dog. I
bro,
got
you could
3
zoom
cameras in my phone right now.
No way. You mean to tell? I'm telling you, people have sacrificed their life for footage. You mean to tell me there's not at least one stupid motherfucker there filming the 10-foot alien? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
No way.
People fall off of cliffs trying to take a
No way.
selfie, bro.
So that's the thing, bro, is with all this fucking misinformation, disinformation, you never know what to believe, right? So the aliens show up right when the fucking Epstein list hits the internet.
Oh, yep.
Right? And the first time that hits the internet, the first person they say on the list is fucking Stephen Hawking. And I'm like, what? How, bruh? What the fuck? How? How was he rolling up to the fucking island, my guy? Chill the fuck out. And then it comes out now a few days after that it was bullshit and he wasn't actually even on the list.
right. But
Bro.
that story led for long enough. Like it's a delay tactic. It's a diversion tactic. Like wherever these stories and shit are coming from, they're coming from people or entities or whatever that don't want you paying attention to what's actually going on. And every
For sure.
time humanity gets a little closer to finding out what needs to really change to make change, diversions, distractions, wars. Like that's what they're doing right now. Like it's so plainly obvious that that's exactly what they're doing.
Face us off against each other too.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, nah, let's just make them fight with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so alien distraction from the list. Now they're putting people on the list that now is coming out that wasn't on the list. So what the fuck do we even believe? Who's actually?
Well, that's what they're doing.
Exactly.
They're polluting, you know what I'm saying?
So who's on the list and who's not on the fucking list, right?
Yeah.
It says Bill Clinton's on that motherfucker, right? Even the dude from down here, Bill Richardson's on the list.
Yeah, and I think there's some people like older politicians like Bill Clinton who's been like in the public sphere in a major way. They're happy to just okay, we got to sacrifice that name. You know what I'm saying? But
we got to protect these other ones.
Yeah, but the celebrities, we'll hear about them, but it's the other people that are on the list because
actually pull the strings.
Those are the names that are either still being redacted or we don't know who those people are.
So
nobody's investigating like, okay, this dude is here, this woman is here. Like nobody's actually going into that shit trying to figure it out because they know what, like they not really trying to have people know.
Shit. That sick little motherfucker disappeared so quick after that shit, bro. Man. That sicko was gone, bruh. They disappeared. That motherfucker. See ya later, my guy.
You think he really going though?
I mean, we'll never really fucking know at the end of the day, so it doesn't even fucking really matter, right? So at the end of the day, it doesn't really even fucking matter because we'll never fully fucking know. So they release these logs. Okay, everybody's trying to be like, okay, this is everything. But then it says this is no admission of any type of guilt or that they did anything wrong. So what is the point in even fucking releasing this information if none of it fucking matters?
I'll tell you what it is. Because it feigns the look of an investigation. In the back of our minds, we're all like, this is important. Somebody needs to be investigating this shit. And it's like, well, we'll give you the list.
Oh, yeah, they released the list. So
they exactly. They did do something. Yeah, rather than an actual investigation into this shit. Like,
but there's always an asterisk. Yeah, there's always you got to read the fine print, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you get the list, but the list ain't really the list, and whatever.
Here's the list, but
good enough.
The price, your price of your premium, Verizon's gonna go up after 6 months if you don't call and disconnect it and get a new deal, right? It's always the fine print. Yeah, it's always a distraction, bro. And we started 2024 out the gate, bro. And the one that they always try and make look fucking crazy every single time, the media always points in that direction. Katt Williams, in the middle of all this stuff that's happening, sits down with Shannon Sharpe and just starts unloading clips, bro.
Yeah.
I think the video's at like 50 million.
It's somewhere up there.
Views.
Well, out the gate, he was like a minute in, he started getting into some deep shit right out the gate. I was like, oh, damn, it's like that.
Yeah.
But he's never the thing about Katt Williams, love him or hate him or whatever the fuck, is he's never really deviated. Is that the word I'm looking for? He's never really slid from the point that he was trying to make.
Yeah.
He's never really changed his story. And he's never really changed the energy that he brought into the room. There's got to be something to that. Like, there's a lot of people that are pissed about like what he said and how he said it, and him as attacking different comedians. Like everybody's gonna have their own opinion on it, right? And at the end of the day, you can't trust what someone says 100%.
Yeah,
nothing's 100%.
Yeah,
but I have a feeling he might be on the fucking 85 to 90% truth percentage in that fucking podcast with Shannon Sharpe, dog.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's it. It's all he said. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like there's a third party who can for sure confirm. People, like some of the stuff he was talking about, like with the Steve Harvey not fucking with Bernie and, stuff like that, or being jealous or whatever. Like other people can like confirm that he didn't really touch anything on DL. Like he
what did he say?
He's like, there's no slander on DL gonna be tolerated.
Nope.
But it was definitely like he was just firing off, and it seemed like stuff that people had said about him for years and years and years, and then he was like, I've been listening to this shit.
Yep.
So
now it's my turn.
Yeah, now I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
He's never changed his. He's been talking about these fucking weirdos out there in Hollywood, bro, trying to do weirdo fucking shit forever.
Yeah.
He's never changed his story, dog. What do you say? He's all, I was telling you motherfuckers about Weinstein 15 fucking 20 years ago. And you guys looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They always want to paint, that dude crazy.
But you know why?
Because of what he's saying is touching on some shit that they don't want him talking about.
Not just that. Well, partially that, but I mean, it's like if they got a business contract with you where they're saying like, okay, you know, we're going to pay you this if you do this work, and, you know, we're going to put you on and, you know, put you on our platform, make you a star, that sort of thing. And you take them up on that offer. It's like, okay, well, now we got to make sure that, you know, with this platform you now have, people will listen to you. It's like Michael Jackson. It's like we need to control what you might say because people take what you have to say, like celebrity culture in America. We take that like verbatim. You know, when George Clooney was telling us the world was going to end, it was a stronger it was a better argument than Al Gore.
Yeah.
Telling us that
or some random scientist.
No, but you think about it, it's like you have politicians, you have scientists, and then you have celebrities. And when the celebrities hop on, people follow it. So it's like the people who create celebrities and create the stars are like, we got to make sure we can dim these lights when we need to.
Yep.
You know?
Well, and then they make them do what they want them to do. And it's either you do it or...
Come on out to the island.
But, you know what I'm saying? Either you do it or it's over for you. And if you don't know how over it can be, watch, motherfucker. It can be over.
Right. And it's and it seems like it starts with just the slander of your name. Oh, he's on drugs. Because they did that with Dave.
They did.
That was the first thing they said.
Yep.
Oh, he's on drugs. Well, black people in particular, they seem to like enjoy that one. We're on drugs. We beat our women. Yeah. Like every stereotype they want to throw, they
put it out there first.
Yeah, exactly. Because Jonathan Majors, every time, so he must have gone into some meeting somewhere and thought he was like
the shit.
Yeah, he thought he was what they were paying him, and they was just like, yeah, but we're paying you, so.
So you better listen to what the fuck we say and do it how we do it. Yeah. Well, see, Katt even touched on that too. Mm-hmm. He's all, you could be Kang the Conqueror. Disney's going to cut your ass so fast. He's all, you can't even read a fucking comic book.
That show was funny.
He, like I said, okay, was there a level of animosity and possible jealousy in some of the stories and some of the things he said about Kevin Hart and stuff like that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know either of these motherfuckers personally, right? But some of the stuff he brought to the table has some fucking receipts, my guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people were like, well, Shannon Sharpe didn't really press him, right? He didn't really ask him for like, backward. But the thing is, dog, is Shannon Sharpe said it himself. I'm not a fucking journalist, my dude. Like, I'm not this isn't 60 Minutes.
And nobody holds actual journalists to that anyway, because they interview fucking politicians all the time
to push their agenda.
Yeah, and they don't press them for shit. They don't ask. They ask them, what kind of ice cream are you having, Mr. President?
For sure. Yeah, that's it.
What the fuck is that?
This fool just dropped bombs on kids, and you're talking about pistachio ice cream. What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are y'all doing?
Yeah, bro. But he came with 3 hours worth of and some of the people, like when he hit the Steve Harvey, right? We all watched Kings of Comedy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who fucking stole the show, dog? That was might as well just been Bernie Mac. I could have watched him for 3 hours, dog. Bernie Mac. And then you kind of watch, and then I seen some footage of what's his name, bro? The one that he said Steve Harvey. Yeah, Curry coming up and checking Steve Harvey at an award show. There's footage of it.
Oh, shit.
He hadn't seen him. He's all, when I see him, I'm going to check him. He's like, you guys go check the receipts. And there's footage of it. Mark walks up to him, and he's like, he's in his fucking face, bro. They're taking pictures.
He's like,
and he's behind him. He's like, motherfucker. He's all in his grill, bro. So,
I believe it.
So, like I said,
I believe that.
I'm going to give him about 85 to 90%, right? There's a lot of people like, well, he's trying to say that he never used drugs. Listen, okay, whatever. That case
that one didn't even throw me. It was the 3,000 books a year. I was like,
trying to do the math.
Like,
math ain't math
really?
in here,
Like,
my dude. But he did actually go run a sub-4, whatever the fuck, right after when he was saying that he could run the fuck. Bro, there's footage of it. He did it in the gym.
Okay.
But again, he's a person too, my dog. He's not like the savior of everybody. Yeah. So you got to take everything from that perspective of it.
Right.
If you're taking everything he's saying as like the gospel, like you're going to be sadly mistaken.
You shouldn't do that.
No.
With anyone.
But you can piece some shit together
Yeah.
here and get a clear picture, a kind of clear picture of what really was going down.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was saying about the new Friday movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he said that Cube approached him to write it.
Right.
And he's like, we've lost a lot of people along the way. Do we still want to do? And then after the interview dropped, Day, what his name? The fucking Day, Mike Epps, was like, let's just do this. Come on, like let's fucking get this shit done. Let's get it out.
Interested. Yeah.
Everybody will still show up to watch it. Now, the third one wasn't as good as the first two. I mean, we all know that. You think the third one was as good as the first two Fridays?
I thought 1, 3, 2. In that
that's
order.
fucking wild.
Are you serious?
Dead ass serious. You think 3 is better than 2?
Yes.
That's wild.
I'm a boy, Damon.
I'm a boy. See, that he even talks about that. He's like, that character was supposed to happen in that character. I said, that's not funny.
Right, exactly.
I don't want that. He's like, I've had to sacrifice because I didn't want that narrative painted.
Right, correct. And he made it, and it was still funny.
He was definitely a shining moment in it for sure. Because it's not my favorite out of the 3.
I thought the second one was...
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I put the second one above the third one.
It was too slow.
The third one was too goofy.
It was goofy, but I felt like
it
was obviously goofy. Like that was the thing. It was like tonally, it was obviously different, but I felt like the goofiness in the second one was like the tone of the third. Like they wanted that, but they didn't quite get there in the second one, and then they did it correctly in the third one, where it's like, now you understand what kind of comedy
the kind of goofy
this
that you
is.
could be. Yeah, I don't know. I like
because the first movie was like it had a message and everything else. Like it was funny, but it was like hood flick funny.
Still,
and it was
you could see he was.
He
was
F. Gary Gray.
He was stepping from Boys in the Hood into this.
Right,
So
exactly.
that was still kind of like a sliver.
It still felt like a
this was all
actual movie. Yeah,
you win some,
you lose some.
You know what I mean?
But you live.
Those movies are dope.
Find another day.
I don't dislike the third one.
No, but it's just not as good.
Like,
to me, it's not as good as the other.
I'd rather watch that one, man, bro. When what's my man's name? When Pops and his brother are arguing all the time. Like every time they're on the scene, like that shit's hilarious.
Chicken's so good, make you want to slap your mama.
Yeah,
mama. Slap mama. That shit is so funny. Bro.
So, what do you think? How you feel about it, Lemwars? Do you think Katt showed up with receipts because he wanted to defend the people that had been talking shit about him, or do you think he showed up with a level of jealousy as well?
I don't know why he would actually feel jealous. I don't think their careers are necessarily what was meant for him anyway. I don't think he was ever really meant to be in that world like that. Like just judging from the way he speaks and the way he talks.
Doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't seem like that was going to be his world anyway. And he's done so well for himself on his terms that the integrity kicks in where it's like, I didn't need them to put me on stages. I put myself on stages. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are they offering that I even want to collect? You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was almost like setting the record straight, poking a little fun, and trying to do something viral, talk a little shit. And that was it, really. You know what I'm saying? He was having a good time, but, I'm a kick a little shit, talk a little shit, and, give you a little... secret sauce on this bitch.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really feel like he had like a vendetta against any of these people.
No.
Because he's too much of an outsider, or so it seems, that they don't, like, he's not touching their world like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he can tease them and shit, and the black community and the folks, we'll talk about it, and we care, but none of it really matters, And just the fact that the algorithm pushed it so tough. Well, I don't want you to hit my button. 50 million views
in like a
for
week.
a Club Shay Shay. Yeah, it was like 10 million overnight. Dog.
He gained 60,000 subscribers in 24 hours. Yeah,
600.
that's 600,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit! No way.
600,000 subscribers in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yep.
The most. Stephen A. Smith actually said that it's going to go down as one of the most important interviews that he's done or has done.
Oh, yeah, Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I agree. I don't think that was he didn't go in with like a I'm gonna take all these motherfuckers down vendetta, right? And again, I also don't think he was fueled off of the yak neither.
No, not at all.
He was still like precise, right? He was still calculated. Yeah. When someone's mumbling and jumbling because they're all fucked up on fucking alcohol and that's their fuel, you can see it, right?
Yeah, you know,
they seem bitter.
We're only on 50 episodes, and we've seen it when we're fucking sitting down with somebody and we're chopping up and we're drinking, right? Yeah. So you're gonna see it. You're gonna see if they're fueled off of that. And he even said, he's like, I don't want you to think that this is fueled off of alcohol because I'm not even that drunk.
Yeah.
He went in and he clarified some shit. I didn't see the whole interview, but he went in and he wasn't like slandering anybody, but he clarified some shit that when people been speaking on him for years, like you guys said, bro. So
it's my turn now.
Yep.
And I mean, when he was like, I can say, you know, I got to spend a little time with Katt when he was down here in Albuquerque. And one thing that I could say for sure that he did, whether, you know, whatever you got to say about him, whatever you think about him, he did pull up to one of our skate parks and he bought out the entire ice cream truck that was there. And he gave it out to everybody that was there at the skate park.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he seems to be solid with
the
ground level people,
which is important. All this fake internet facade shit, right? When it's unplugged and it's taken away and the filters are stripped away and you don't got them vanity metrics, do the people really fuck with you?
Right.
And I think that's what at the end of the day, that's the statement that he was really trying to make. He's all, look, I turned down these roles.
Right.
I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be in a dress. I didn't want to be this character.
Yeah.
He took the roles that were supposed to be for me, and that's where it started getting a little like, you know, maybe not. It could be true, could be not. I don't know. I don't got those receipts, don't know none of these people. But he's like, I didn't want to do this. So like you said, I feel like he wasn't there for that world anyway.
Yeah.
Right? He's able to be like an independent artist.
Right. Correct.
He doesn't have to do what the labels tell him to do because he's established himself enough throughout his years of touring and out here in the streets. And really, he said, if he gets $100,000 for a show, he gives back $20,000 to the city, to the streets. Yeah. He goes out and he like divvies it up correctly.
Yep.
He's like, because if you're giving me $100K, I'm gonna give back to the place that I'm at.
Where I got it from. Yeah.
And not only that, he says before he gets on stage is he'll go around the city and learn the city. That way, when he gets up there, he's not just talking from a point of not knowing what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people are going to relate to him because he's making fun of their city or talking about their city in a way. He's like, oh, he must have really been out
But he was
here.
Actually hanging out.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it reminded me of how I reacted on I think it was Dave Chappelle's first. I think it was Killing Me Softly. Whenever he talks about natives. And he's like, man, I feel bad for the natives. Everybody thinks they're dead. And he's like, I'm here to tell you right now that they're not dead. They have a big gathering space. And it's called the Walmart in Gallup, New Mexico. And I fucking lost it because it's so real, dog. Like, you know for sure that he was actually there, dog. Yeah. So that adds to how much you relate to him on a personal level.
Yeah.
So he didn't need the algorithm.
True.
He doesn't need that type of shit.
Yeah. And someone that he was going at, like a Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart, total different person, different career path, different goals, all that. Because Kevin Hart actually wanted to host the Oscars. Like he saw himself on those stages, and that's what he imagined for himself. I don't get the vibe that Katt ever really cared about that stuff as much. And it's just a fundamental difference. You know, some people like, you know, Steve Harvey, you know, wanted to become household name, famous, like he's family type of dude. And even, you ever hear the story where Steve Harvey's recalling how Denzel told him the difference between their fame? Because Denzel is like untouchable because he's a movie star and people only see him in the movies. They go to the movies, set up the whole night, get a babysitter, go out, sit down, boom, Denzel on the big screen. And you see him for a couple of hours and then you don't see him again unless the paparazzi are catching him or something. But Steve, when they meet him, you know, it's like, bro, we're cooking, we're at home, and you're on TV. You know what I'm saying? So he's family. Like, he's famous, but he's like more familiar than like a movie star. And Steve is that big. So, I mean, I just feel like these are all people who have very different goals and trajectories to begin with. I don't think they all wanted the same thing. So this one or the other one, I think is like a false dichotomy. It's a false choice.
I mean, and they all obviously, not everybody gets along. Right?
Yeah,
but
and they don't have to.
You're not.
They don't even see each other. Like,
No.
how often do you really see somebody like that if you're not actually working with them,
Or
like
touring with them?
Like you have like famous friends, like friends who are all over the place.
Yeah.
How often do you see them? You see them when they're around, but
That's
you
it.
don't. You're not like.
No.
Hey guys, how's it going?
No,
Happy
'cause everybody-
Thanksgiving.
'cause everybody's busy.
Everybody got their own families. Everybody got their own lives. Like all of it. Like it's still love. It's not like there's love lost, but it's like you're not around these. So when you're on the outside looking in, you're not in the world of public figures and all that stuff. People get it twisted where they think like these people hang out all the time, and it's like some of them do, but
Not
a
all
lot
of
of them, a lot of them lay low, bro. Like for real.
Well, I mean, especially when you're working that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're working that much, the people that are around you all the time are the people you see a lot. Like, for example, it's just on a more micro scale, but we see each other all the time because, I mean, well, we don't call this fucking work, but technically this is work, dog.
Yeah.
So we see each other all the fucking time because that's what we do.
Right.
So if you're on the road with somebody fucking, I don't know, let's say 100 days out of the year, that's who you're going to see the most.
Yeah.
Versus the other people that you're homies with that are working too.
Right.
So I agree. I think it's not one or the other.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just Katt, especially fucking Pimp Chronicles, bro. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That first Pimp Chronicles is probably, it's at least top 10
Yeah.
of all time.
He's one of the premier comedians, and I think that was kind of a y'all must have forgot sort of moment for him, where it's like, check the receipts, y'all.
I've been doing this.
Yeah. Like I'm good in the hood. Like people know.
Pimp Chronicles, bro. That's a fucking classic.
Bro, yeah.
Bro, he stopped it in the middle. He stopped it in the middle to let Lil Jon vibe the fuck out, bro. Pimp Chronicles was fire, dog. And it just, he's more like my style of comedian versus Steve Harvey.
Right.
Versus Cedric the Entertainer, right? Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams, right? That's like more my like style, dog. Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
George Carlin, right? Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. That's my
So
style.
you like people who don't always say what's funny, but particularly say what's funny that they're not supposed to say.
Yeah, I guess I could
Gotcha.
say that.
Yeah.
In a really real way, though. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like comedians have a way of showing us the world in a way that all of us, like instead of the surface, it is the surface level, but in a complex way, right?
Yeah.
Like Lil Wayne has a way of rapping that way, dog. He'll say like the most simple shit that we see on a daily basis, but he makes it so complex. It's so easy, it's complex.
Yeah.
Comedians have a way of showing us the world through a different lens that we realize after the joke hits. You're like, damn, well, why didn't I really think of it like that before?
Yeah.
And the greats always have a way of doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Chappelle did it in his new one.
Which is great. I fucking loved it, bro.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off. I had to stop it a couple of times because I was laughing too much.
It was good. It was good.
You
I
wanted
didn't
to
like
laugh?
it. Wasn't
don't sound
great.
too
It wasn't
enthused,
great.
though.
Well, it's
It
because
wasn't great for me, but it was good.
Lenward
Like, it was
said he
still
wanted to laugh
solid.
more.
You've had better.
I've had better.
I've had better.
Shout out to Liar.
But he did the show where he did his first, where he did Killing Him Softly.
Oh, okay.
It was like 25 years later.
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Chappelle, bro, GOAT. But that's more my style. So Katt is definitely in that. That, and to Kevin Hart, because he definitely hit on Kevin Hart a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not saying that Kevin Hart isn't funny, because he is. I've laughed at a whole bunch
I've
of
laughed,
his stand-ups,
yeah.
right? But he's more PG-13
True. Yeah.
than those other comics are.
That's true.
And that's fine. That
Yeah, it's
not
just a
everything.
different thing,
Yeah, not everything is supposed to be X-rated. Like my mom and dad had went to go see. Shit, I wasn't even born yet. They went to go see Red Fox in Vegas.
Oh, shit.
And everybody knew Red Fox from the TV show,
Sanford
right?
and Son. And
Sanford
they were
and
like,
Son.
"Oh, this is some blue content for sure."
Bro, my mom and dad freaked the fuck out because it was fucking gnarly, dog. He was up there X-rated, bro.
Yeah.
Wilding the fuck out. So it would kind of be like someone watching Steve Harvey go off like that right now.
Yeah.
Because you can't talk like that on TV, bro. And they said that it was funnier than fuck.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Red Fox, bro. So like, not everybody is that type of comic.
Yeah. Like one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen that I still think is top tier, doesn't get enough love, is Sinbad. Sinbad has been funny. Like different kind of funny for a certain pocket of people, sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I seen like a stand up with him.
No, he's got the good one that was HBO and Preacher's Son.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bro, that dog, he doesn't cuss. He's completely like straight laced on it.
Yeah.
But it's fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you run.
Yeah, bro. That's a good one, dog. That came out right around Chris Rock's first HBO special.
Yeah.
It was right in the same like vein.
Damn.
Yep.
You know who is another good stand-up comedian that don't get a lot of love and people don't even see him as one? Is John Leguizamo.
You know what? I haven't seen enough of his
Bro,
stand-up. I know he's funny because he's crazy
got
good
an
actor.
HBO one.
Yeah.
It's like his first one. I can't. And the reason I brought it up because it was around that same time. It was when Chris Rock was really hitting. When that Sinbad one dropped,
Yeah.
John Leguizamo had one too. Man, it's so fucking funny because he's super animated.
Yeah,
when he's
yeah,
on
for
stage,
sure.
he falls into these characters. He reminds me kind of like Robin Williams stand up.
Yeah.
But the Latino version,
Right,
With
right,
John
yeah.
Leguizamo energy.
Yeah.
There's another one, Robin Williams.
Yeah, for sure.
bro.
People forget. But he did so many movies and so much TV that I think people forget that he was like straight up stand-up comedian.
Stand-up, yeah.
And he would always shut it down when they would do like the World Aid or, whatever,
Yeah.
those big concerts, and it would be like laughs for something or whatever. And he would always be the one that was like the showstopper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just better than the rest.
I didn't know he was. Well, I mean, I was younger, obviously, but when I seen his stand up, I was like, "What the fuck? This dude is this dude's all over the like. You see him in acting, he's all over the place, but his stand up was like, I was like, damn, I did not expect that from Robin Williams.
Well,
Steve
especially-
Martin was like that too.
Yeah, Steve Martin was like that too.
Yeah,
huh?
he was goofy as shit. Like silly.
Silly.
Goofy,
Yeah, I remember
but
I-
like brilliant.
I seen some of
Brilliant.
the old ones from the what's the place they always used to do it at out in
Like
New
the
York?
improv or
The
something?
improv,
I
not the
don't
improv.
know. There's so many.
Anyway, but yeah, and he's like, dude's like half naked, bro, fucking telling some joke, bro, and the whole crowd was.
Who, Robin Williams?
No,
Steve.
Oh,
Martin.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny as hell though.
Robin Williams, though, he was like different, dog. Like, he's just different. Like, he's like Jim Carrey different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
vibrate on a different level, my dude.
And you saw Dave talked about that.
When he,
Man on the
bro,
Moon. We were
that
just
took
talking
me
about
the
it.
Fuck out,
We were
bro.
just talking about
We
it.
were talking about the Grinch. It was crazy
Yeah.
how it lined up because Dave should. Do you see it, Dave? Oh yeah, you ain't got Netflix, motherfucker. Jay, bro. If you don't goddamn get Netflix or HBO, so you can talk about Game of Thrones with
If
us
it's
and
not
shit.
if it's not in too deep,
God
it's
damn
Romeo
it.
Must Die.
I'm doing research for my next project.
Yeah,
That's all he's watching.
Damn. Oh, Dave Chappelle. So he talks about his first time meeting Jim Carrey, bro. It's fucking hilarious. I looked and he's like, he's one of the greats. He said, I got this opportunity. One of my homies was working with me. He's like, hey, I'm working with Jim. We're
Norm
filming this movie,
Macdonald.
The Grinch.
Another
Norm
one.
Macdonald. He's like, we're filming this movie, The Grinch. You want to come meet him? He's all, fuck yeah, I want to come meet him. Oh, no, it wasn't The Grinch. It was the Andy
No, it
Kaufman
was-
movie,
yeah,
Man
it
on the
was
Moon.
Man on the Moon.
Remember how he told you that
Yeah,
he fell completely into character?
Yeah.
So Dave had no idea. He's all, now looking back, like, this is just a fucking genius. He's all, but then, like, I show up and everybody's like, oh, hey, no, don't call him Jim. That's Andy. And he's on Andy Kaufman, another comic that I've looked up to my entire life. He's all, fuck you mean? That's Jim Carrey. He's all, but I didn't know. He's also the whole time I got to meet Jim Carrey, but I never met Jim Carrey. I had to fucking call him Andy. He's all, I was a little fucking disappointed, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's funny, you know?
that is pretty funny, bro.
Yeah.
It was right after we talked about it, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I again, I go back to it. I think Katt Williams, he's getting, hate from one side or the other, but you're never gonna please everybody. I feel like, let's put it this way. He told his truth.
Yeah. There you go.
Katt told
It's
his
the era of truth.
Yes, he told his truth.
Revelation.
Before we get out of here, talking about telling your truth, I just realized that there was one point that we did not hit that I want to. Did you guys see that fucking airplane? The airplane. What's an airplane?
Airplane.
You see the airplane, Jay? You haven't seen
the
it before?
airplane?
It's
No.
fire, dog. You see the airplane that lost its door?
Yeah,
When they're flying?
I didn't see it. Y'all was telling me about it earlier.
that shit's crazy. Bro.
My
That's wild.
dude, the footage coming out, one dude's shirt got ripped off his body.
Damn, what?
Bro, I
That
want
shit's-
all the money.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm suing everybody, dog.
I'm not a flyer, bro. Like I'll fly, but I'm not a fucking frequent flyer, bro. And that
Yeah.
right there just seals
It's
the deal
terrifying.
on
Is
that
why
why?
I don't-
Is that why?
Why I don't? Yeah,
That's
dog.
terrifying.
My luck, I would have been that dude with the fucking shirt getting pulled off.
Well,
bro.
he must have been sitting right next to the
lose your
fucking
hat,
door.
yeah.
That's
He's the guy they tell you, like, this is responsibility here, my
Yeah.
dude. You're sitting
Right.
here. Everyone's
Right.
life is in your hands. I'm sitting there. I'm like,
And you
what
never
about
take
the
a
pilot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why does this fall on me, my dude? This is too much
Hey,
responsibility.
Because you wanted the leg room, motherfucker. That's why.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I never sit
You're too
there,
tall
bro.
for that,
I
dog.
never
You
sit
need
there.
that.
No, bro. When I walk, so usually 9 times out of 10, I'm flying with the family, right?
Yeah.
So we get the second group check-in, right? The family check-in, B check-in, and we're the beginning of B. So I end up wherever the fuck really I want to end up on the airplane.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I ain't sitting by the fucking goddamn
You don't
door.
want the exit?
Hell no.
You don't want the exit row?
No, I don't.
You don't want the responsibility. If we land in water and
I'm good. Especially because that'd be weird when I usually just fly over the fucking desert.
yeah, exactly.
Every time I'm watching, I'm like, where are we gonna land?
I won't even
Yeah,
know what to
there's
do
no
if
water.
I see
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
What do I
What
do?
is the airplane gonna land
It'll
in
have to be
blue
a
water?
lake. Yeah, it'll
what
have to
the
be a lake.
fuck? A lake landing,
Yeah.
bro.
A lake landing.
But if I'm not saying I don't like flying because I fly a lot, but it's not. I'll put it this way: it's not the most comfortable place you're gonna find yourself in your life.
yeah, for sure.
Got to get you on
Flying
these PJs.
way
man.
the fuck, yeah. You know, maybe we
Yeah.
hit that level. You know, maybe it will be comfortable. Hit us up. We looking for sponsors. We need to hit a PJ this year.
No, but you know what? I heard, and I haven't investigated because I'm not, planning on doing it yet. But I've heard that they're like a lot more affordable than most people realize.
Really? I've heard the
Yeah.
opposite. I've heard you gotta like sell like your
Like,
firstborn child and kidney.
owning one?
No.
Or
I'm just
actually
like
renting
chartering
one?
it. Just
Yeah.
chartering it.
Okay. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard it's expensive as fuck.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, maybe. No.
I'm a cheap ass.
Yeah.
You hear me? But I'm not cheap enough to fucking fly Spirit or that other airline where the door flies off.
Which one was it?
Alaska.
Alaska.
It was Alaska Airlines?
Alaska.
Damn.
Shout out to Southwest.
Still
no
holding it down.
issues.
Still holding it
ever,
down.
dog.
Whoa. Kick back, dog.
Yeah.
Don't put those out there, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
Yeah, that's true. Nah, those are positive vibes out
Yeah.
there, bro. I get.
You love Southwest.
I do, bro. Seated
Delta,
quick. They ain't never lost none
American,
of my stuff. No bullshit.
Yeah.
But if I'm up there and you're flying and that door pops open, bro.
It's gonna be a conversation.
Oh, a conversation
Bro,
with
they
a
said
lawyer.
they didn't even get to
I'm
top.
balling.
They didn't even get to top speed yet. If it would have,
Oh,
if the
really?
plane would have reached like top speed, it would have been like way
So,
more
Game time.
so were they
Yeah.
still climbing
It'd
when
have
the
been a
door
Nick
came
Cage.
up?
It would have been.
I don't know to tell you the truth, bro.
Nicholas-
It would
Con
have been
Air.
a Nick Cage movie.
Fucking Con Air. But like I said, doc, I don't have an issue flying. But I do realize that it's not the most comfortable place you're gonna find yourself in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not. You're close, and especially if there's someone on the, I got kids, but man, if
Yeah.
someone's got a baby on there and you're
Yeah.
already a little fucking like jittery and a little skittish from fucking flying, and that baby's crying for the 3 hours that you gotta fly,
Yeah.
that's not very pleasant, my guy.
Oh yeah. Well, your kids are
Yeah.
well behaved, so if I like, you can always tell which kids it's gonna be.
But sometimes
'Cause they
though, they'll take a
tearing up.
baby on there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They tearing up, like before you get on the plane, like when you out there waiting in line and shit.
You're like, I hope this
And
motherfucker
then,
ain't on my
you
plane.
just like, you better not wake that baby up. That baby better stay asleep in that baby. His ears pop and he wake up on the plane and you like, goddamn.
3 hours.
Where are my
bruh.
headphones?
And
They're
even
not.
then,
Yeah, they're not working.
That's funny, bro.
I
Yeah,
didn't get
I'm not
to-
a flyer, bro. I flew out to one of the artists I record. He won a contest, so we flew out to
Shout him out.
Atlanta.
J. Rolo.
Shout out to
Yeah,
the
shout
homie
out
Rolo.
Rolo.
Fuck yeah, dog. And so, but bro, I flew out there, and it was like my first time flying in like 13 years, something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. So it was like I was like a little. So like I couldn't look at my phone, dog. I couldn't put my headphones on because as soon as I did, I got like dizzy and nauseous. So I was that dude on the plane all.
Oh, you were that guy? You were
Yeah,
that guy?
right
you were
there.
you were Lou Diamond Phillips in La
Yeah.
Bamba whenever he's like, wave on
Yeah,
there, boy.
dog, I was. But coming back, it was better, bro. But the flight out there, I was like, the 2 flights because I had a what's it called,
The connection.
layover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, dog, the flying just I don't know.
So when you went out to Arizona for the wedding, you drove.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
drove took the truck.
Got you.
Dog, I've driven all over this fucking country.
Really?
We've been, bro, my whole 20s when we were touring,
Yeah.
I'm a control freak, so I'm usually driving too. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way. We're taking my car. I'm in charge. You ain't telling me when and where I gotta go. So I did 90% of the driving.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dog. Now that I got the ability to fly, you know what I
Really?
mean? I'm
Yeah.
blessed enough to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna fly instead. a lot of people don't realize you usually end up saving money with how expensive gas is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the only problem for me is like it depends on what I got planned where I'm going. If I need to get around, I'd much rather if I can get there in my car. I rather have my car, so I don't have to rent a car. I don't have to worry about bullshit.
It's still cheaper.
Uber gets expensive though, dog.
Yeah, but that's why I rent a vehicle.
But even renting, I just like
Your car.
Yeah, I just like having my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's one of my things I want to do is I want to drive around the country and take my kids and just hit some like national parks and some other
that's
stuff.
the goal,
because we did
100.
Carlsbad and they
was
loved
dope.
it. So I'm like, shit, we need to shake this up, man. Start hitting some of these places.
If that's the
There's
goal,
so much out
then
here
yeah.
on this side too.
Oh,
man. Yeah,
There's a fuckload more on this
Yeah.
side actually
Yeah.
that you can hit quicker.
right, for sure.
But see that I agree with. If that's
Okay.
the goal, if
Yeah.
you're like, okay, because my older brother's the same way.
Yeah,
He won't admit that he don't like flying, but I know he don't fucking like flying. He'd rather drive. But he's like, yeah, we stop at like all the spots on the way. I'm like, yeah, if that's the fucking goal. For
Yeah.
me, I'm trying to take my basketball team of kids that I have.
You don't want to stop
From
and see the
point A-
world's biggest ball of yarn?
You know what I'm saying? Or the world's biggest rubber band. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. I seen all that shit in my 20s, dog. I ain't seen it with my kids, but I'll just tell them about it.
Yeah.
It'll be a story Dad has.
Right.
Because the last time I drove from San Diego home, fuck,
San
bro.
Diego from
Oh my
San Diego to here
God.
is a long
it's
drive. dude.
hours, bro. I'm just like,
That's
this
what I was gonna
sucks.
say. It depends where you're
Yeah.
going.
The
Like,
longest I'll do Vegas, I'll do Austin. But like both of those are like once you hit like 11, 12 hours, it's like, all right, man, like
I'm
this is
flying.
fucked up. Yeah,
Fuck this.
yeah.
Although I've never flown like over the ocean, like to Hawaii. That's like a fucking.
I haven't either.
That's like a far ass flight. That's
Yeah.
like fucking like 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about the marathons again. We're gonna throw it in this motherfucker. So I'm looking at the
we
world
still
races.
haven't played ball. He's already trying
Yeah.
to book another marathon. We
So
still,
the Tokyo one, bro, that's like a day and a half on the fucking airplane.
Really?
Damn.
Well, you lose a day, don't you?
Yeah, all kinds of crazy shit. You lose a day, like I'm gonna feel fucking insane, dog. That flight though, it's like a day and a half. It might not be exactly 48 hours, but it's
Yeah.
a fuckload
But
of
you gotta
hours,
fly.
dog.
You gotta fly to like Hawaii or somewhere in the Pacific, and then you gotta jump
Far.
that there. Yeah.
It's like 18 hours. I don't know. I
It's a
could be
big blue
wrong.
ocean,
Don't quote
man.
me. But it's a long ass flight. The longest I've been in an airplane is 4 hours.
yeah.
I think
I
5,
think I've done like 8-hour, 9-hour flights.
4 or 5.
Damn.
Direct, but
But they were like direct from like Detroit. I think there was like a Detroit to Albuquerque at one point.
How long was that?
I want to say it was like 7, something like that. Like it was a while. but-
yeah, but it was direct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
see-
I sleep on planes, so I'm Gucci. Yeah.
You
it's
know what I
funny,
didn't
bro.
expect?
My
But-
brother just flew out. He flew out to Barcelona.
Oh yeah,
To-
that's when he brought back the bootlegs.
and it's funny, like funny but not funny, dog. He, I was like messaging him on his flight out there, and I messaged all, hey, how's it going? He's all, not good. Message back, I'm sick. I can't stop throwing up.
Damn.
And in my response, I was all, sorry to hear that. But maybe you should have picked a vacation spot like in the United States instead of this 13-hour plane ride that you got to go over the ocean.
His body was like, oh, this is real water
yeah,
with
bro.
no chemicals.
Well, he's
so
like
he
me,
was like,
like,
well, wait a minute.
We don't fly like too often, bro. We drive.
Yeah.
We drive a lot. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But yeah, so like when he flew, and I was like, bro, you should have
Yeah.
go to Vegas for a vacation, dog. It's like an hour.
I still fly to Vegas, dog. You get up in the fucking air, you're landing. It's this shit, bro.
crazy,
I
yeah.
love it. I'm flying, dog. Fuck it. Like I didn't get to do that till later on in life, bro. Like I swear to God, like the first time I actually was on an airplane was in my 30s, dog.
Yeah.
I had to take a little airplane, a little single engine Cessna to bring my dad to the hospital out here in Albuquerque one time.
Okay.
I don't count that though. It's not
Yeah.
the same. It's like, I was
not a
on a
pleasure
big
cruise,
hand
yeah.
glider, bro. Is what it felt like, right? Or
I've been on one of those
a
small
hot air
ones.
balloon and shit.
It wasn't that small, but I've been on a small plane that was like
Tiny.
30 seats or something, and I was like, where everybody else at? Like,
Bro, that was like 4
It's
seats
just
in
me.
this one, dog. That was like 4, bruh. We were sitting right next to the fucking door and shit. Wow. So I don't count that, right? We
Yeah.
flew from Grants to Albuquerque. It was
Yeah.
like fucking 30 seconds or some shit.
I
didn't-
wonder what that would take. That's crazy.
It was literally like
Grants to
10
Albuquerque
minutes.
is
It was
like
like 10,
short.
brother, it was like
Yeah.
10 minutes. We were like, meh, meh. Fucking weird, dog. And we even flew for, it wasn't even Grants, it was Milan. So that's a couple,
Even
2
closer.
more seconds, bro. But I didn't fly until my 30s, right? I didn't. I was always driving, same shit. I didn't know how I was gonna like react. I didn't know, like I could get up there and fucking freak out, bro. Like, that would suck, dog. Could you imagine being that high in the sky and having a massive fucking panic attack? That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the person, please land in a cornfield. I gotta get the fuck out of here. So in my mind, I didn't know how the fuck I was gonna react. I had no idea. Got up, and the first thing that really, really tripped me out that I did not expect, and is gonna sound so fucking stupid, was how loud it is.
Oh, in the plane?
In the airplane.
Yeah.
And I again, this is why it sounds stupid. I go to why it tripped me out so much is because all the movies I had seen when someone's on an airplane, they're just talking.
They're talking.
Yeah.
Chilling. Like nothing, like a Sunday morning podcast, like right now.
When you're on the plane talking,
it's still loud as fuck, dog.
With all those
but you're
fans and all
you're
that
able
shit.
to you're able to like have a conversation, but in reality, you got fucking 4 jet engines.
Loud.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it.
Scarring,
Didn't expect it, but I didn't freak out, bro. I was like, okay. And then when we actually landed and I looked at my watch, wait a minute, we're in San Diego and that shit only took 3 hours, and now we got the rest of the vacation. Oh yeah, nope, sorry, never driving again.
You cancel out like 2-3 days of a drive.
Easy.
Bro.
Yeah.
With a basketball team too, right? You can't forget all the kids I'm taking with me, dog. One of them's got to stop, take a piss. The other one's poking the other one's ears.
Fighting over snacks.
You took
and
my.
shit.
That's
took
my
Gatorade.
iPod.
Oh,
I'm gonna. It takes forever, dog.
Yes.
So
I'm hungry.
why are we here? Oh, but man, I don't want to be up there when the door flies off, neither, my dude. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So you think you could hold it together in that scenario?
They grounded like all of their planes, like their.
Really? Well, they
grounded
should.
all
The
their shit.
motherfuckers in the
gotta go
plane are
look.
gonna own the company now.
Well.
I know I would be calling them Johnny James Airlines, bro. We fixed the doors.
JJ Air.
JJ
Coming
Air,
at you.
bro. Right above Spirit, right below Southwest, dog.
Your Spirit version of the JJ Air would be like the a la, like the a la.
The A La Verga Airlines.
A la Air. A la Air.
This dude wants me to start the A La Verga Airlines.
Coming soon.
Hey, coming soon to Johnny James A La Verga Airlines. Because we're going to sue Alaska since the doors flew off. On that note, fellas, what do you think?
Yeah.
Time to get the fuck up out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Until next time, respect, connect. Peace. The A La Verga Airlines.